You know, kids look at things completely different. He was more concerned about missing Christmas than he was of dying. You know, for us, it's completely ridiculous. Not for them, you know. They haven't fathomed yet what dying really is all about, you know. So when I got there, my job was to make sure that he got Christmas, you know. And that's got to be happy and it's got to be a fun time, you know. Hard to do when your family members are just, they're in a bad way right now, you know. And to try to tell him, look, I got to be the happy guy. I got to be the guy that goes in there and makes him feel like he's number one and all that kind of stuff. Now, if you're going to lose it, you know, excuse me, he says, please step out of the room, you know, go out in the hallway and cry or whatever, you know. Afterwards, I'll sit out there, I'll cry with you, you know, but I can't have you doing that here, you know. So if you think you're going to lose it, just leave the room, you know. But until then, you're fine, you know. So I walk in there, and the mother had given me a gift to give to him, something he was always wanting, Paw Patrols, you know. So I walk in, and he is just kind of looking like he's about ready to fall asleep. He's just so tired and drained, you know. And I turn around and look, and there was nobody else in the room with me. They all stayed in the hallway, you know. Now, and as you know, in ICUs, you don't have much doors. You don't have walls. You have glass. Everybody can see what's going on, you know. So I could still see him out there, and that was bothering me. So I kind of went up to the table or on the bed with him and sat down with my back towards the windows, you know. And all you can do is you have to start off with that jolly voice, you know, that kind of stuff, you know. Since, you know, what's this I hear you're going to be missing Christmas this year? Yeah, you tell me I'm dying. Really? Well, you're not going to miss Christmas. Y'all's already had your present already made. We knew you wanted this for a long period, for a long time. And he's like, really? Yeah, sure. And I got it right here for you. And brought it up to him, and he could barely unwrap it, you know. So I helped him. And he saw the Paw Patrols, and that put a grin on his face, you know, and he kind of laid back in the pillow. And he just kind of looked at me and says, no. He says, they tell me I'm dying. I says, you know, he just kind of looked like he had that look on his face, like he wasn't really grasping it, you know. And I'm like, can you do me a favor? And he goes, sure. So, but he was just like that, you know, sure, you know, that kind of thing. He says, you get up those pearly gates, you just tell them you're Santa's number one elf. You're like, I am? You sure are. They'll let you in. I'm sure they'll let you right in. He goes, they will? I said, I know it. So he just came up and gave me a big hug. I had a hold of me. He just kind of looked up at me and he says, Santa, can you help me? And that's when he passed. I just felt him go limp. I didn't know if he passed out or me. And I looked at him. He was all sucked in. And I kind of looked back to the window. And that's when the mother started yelling and screaming. No, no, not yet. So they came running in. I handed their son. I took off running.